Welcome to yet another episode of Netflix Picks. This week, I'll be talking about Starry, an excellent horror film that just got released on Netflix. How good is it? Well, certain scenes were so utterly gruesome that I was legitimately scared by the film. Most modern horror movies just pile on the horrific elements to the point when the audience just becomes desensitized to the violence. But once in a while we get something that builds up the tension and unleashes the horror all at once. I've been really happy to see more horror movies like this hitting store shelves, and this is just the latest in a long line of excellent titles that have seriously terrified me. If I had to compare it to anything, I'd say that Starry is a lot like Ty West's House of the Devil in that it relies heavily on the style of 70s and 80s cult horror films. Although these movies aren't everyone's cup of tea, they do at least offer some solid stories and building tension, which offers a more traditional scare. For fans of the genre, watching these types of horror films is a lot like going to Sunday school and being reminded of where it all began. There's something uniquely satisfying about watching a movie that pays homage to the roots of a genre. As true as this is of Starry, it's also fair to say that the most frightening moments are scary not only because of the tension that has been built up, but also because of just how brutally violent they are. If you want an idea for how brutal these scenes are, just think of some of the work that Nicholas Winding Refn has produced, with Drive and Only God Forgives. Each film features only a few specifically violent scenes, but they are so violently brutal that they are usually pretty difficult to watch and are thus very effective. Interestingly enough, Refn is apparently filming a movie with a very similar premise to Starry right at this moment. One hopes that he takes a few cues from this excellent film, which serves as perhaps one of the most harsh indictments of Hollywood that has ever been seen on the silver screen. I don't want to give away too much about this movie, but suffice it to say that film buffs with an idea of the seedy history of Hollywood are most likely going to adore Starry. Do yourself a favor and experience this slow burn of a horror movie as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and keep on the lookout for my next Netflix picks.